Hello, and welcome to my retirement roadmap. This is a video providing an example of how to research Medicare coverage, okay? And so I'm just using myself as an example. We'll walk through it and I'll point some things out along the way that you can follow along. First of all, when you sign up for Social Security, we talked about that in a previous video. You have the 7-month enrollment period. My recommendation is to start 3 months before you turn 65. And the way you then enroll in Medicare is you start on the Social Security website. So ssa.gov, that's what I'm showing here. And you click under Medicare and then sign up for Medicare. Okay, so that's really how you actually sign up for Medicare. But we're not quite there yet. So we're going to do a little investigation first. So we can go to Medicare.gov to help us do some research. If we look from Medicare.gov and we look under this menu item, Health and Drug Plans, okay, and we are going to go ahead and look at the Medicare supplement insurance, okay, and we are then going to learn how to buy, switch, or drop, find Medigap policies. We're going to go ahead and find Medigap policies. That's what we're going to do here. I'm going to enter in my zip code. I will click start. I will enter, I'm going to say I'm 65, okay, because I'm enrolling when I'm 65. Male, I do not use tobacco. Okay, and then this selects an option, no household discount. If you are, and your spouse, for example, are signing up to the same, you could say you have a discount with your spouse or a roommate. It's kind of, so Medicare are individual policies. You do get an individual policy, but this is one way where you get the household or family discount. This is one option. Not on Medicare itself, original Medicare, but this Medigap plan. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and update prices, just, now that I've changed a couple little things there. Then we'll see that we have 11 Medigap plans offered in my state. I'm in California. Okay, I am only interested in Plan G myself. So I'm going to scroll down to G right here, the regular G, not the high deductible one, but Medigap Plan G. And this is the one we talked in the previous video. I talked about this is the one I prefer, and it basically covers everything that original Medicare does not cover. Okay, when you're filing a claim, they cover everything except for the Part D, B is in boy. They cannot. You have to pay that. Okay, there used to be a plan where that would be covered as well. That is no longer offered for people who are now enrolling. So just wanted to give that. So I'm going to click, we're now on Medigap Plan G. We're going to view policies. Okay, nothing's changed here. Then we have sort by. There are 19 Medigap policies here for G that are, but I want to do this. I want to sort by pricing type, attained age to issue age. Okay. The reason why is the attained age, as it says here, premiums are low for younger buyers, but go up as you get older and you can eventually become the most expensive. So basically, start out now, but it can go up based on your age. And I'm not interested in that. For me personally, I don't want to go down that pathway. So I'll scroll down here to the bottom, and we get down, keep going down here. We have community pricing, which premiums are the same no matter how old you are. Premiums may go up because of inflation and other factors. Okay, so that right here appears to be the only one available for me unless I went with the attained age pricing. So you can see all these others are all attained age. So I am going to go with the community pricing. And then I go down here. That is AARP, United Healthcare Insurance Company. And there we are. So then what happens is this is $223 a month, and we can get a more accurate price. I think I've got that already up to scratch there. Okay, so there's the AARP, and then I can click on the visit company website. It will take me over to the United Healthcare Insurance Company, the AARP thing. But I did want to say this clarification here because it is United Healthcare, and United Healthcare has been in the news over the last few years, and not necessarily good things, but that's more focused. And I'm not passing judgment, but that's more focused on their regular insurance, not this Medigap Medicare thing. And here AARP is really this is who you're going through, and then they use United Healthcare. I'm familiar with people who are on this, and it works extremely well for them. This Plan G, AARP, United Healthcare Insurance Company. Again, this is their Medigap policy. So just wanted to show that. So that gives you an idea here. If I were signing up today, this is what I would choose, me personally. Now, I did want to give a little bit of background on this as well, just kind of making this more personal. So up until this year being 2026, for the past 10 years before that, we were with Kaiser in Northern California. It's an HMO. I was very pleased with Kaiser. Very much liked it. Just for us, it was just so easy. Just everything was just kind of easy, and they treated us extremely well. I have no complaints. I mean, some people, every once in a while you hear people complain, but it just depends. But for us, I was very happy with it. But this year, 2026, I'm like, I need to come off of Kaiser because when I'm 65, when I go on Medicare, the only option Kaiser currently has for Medicare that I'm aware of, and I've researched this, the only option they have is a Medicare Advantage plan. And that would be perfectly fine. However, as I mentioned in the previous video, there are some things that would make that difficult for me, especially like traveling, because I travel a lot, and during the winter we've been going to Palm Springs area, which it's not really covered by it's not easily covered by Kaiser. Okay. So basically this year we decided we need to come off this, see if I'm okay with not being on the Kaiser plan, the HMO, to see if it's okay. And so that's what we're doing. And I have subsequently decided I'm okay with it, even though not being with Kaiser is a little more difficult. I think I'm okay with this original Medicare. This will work for me because again, it's there. You don't have to go through a network. You don't have to pay attention to all that stuff. It's original Medicare is accepted by almost all providers. The statistic is something like over 90%. So that works out really well for me. And then when we have this Plan G, it's good to go. Okay. Let's see. I think that's enough for the Medigap plan, okay, that goes along with original Medicare. However, there is one more thing that we want to look at here, and that is Part D drug coverage. Okay, I'm not going to go into this a great deal, but I did want to show you do something very similar with your Part D. Okay, so you'll do something similar as far as how they go. Explore drug plan rules. Understand what covers. So they've got this thing here. Find out which plans cover your drugs. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Enter your zip code 94598, and I am looking for the Medicare drug plan Part D. I go in here. I don't have anything here with Medicaid or any of that, so I don't have any of these programs. Continue. You typically what you would do is, do you want to see your drug costs when you compare plans? So we can say yes, okay, and then you can click next. And let's say I'm just going to pick a drug, Crestor, which is not uncommon, and so I'll go ahead and add that drug, and then of course this we're going to say we're just going to use the generic, and we'll say an add to my drug list, okay, and for this example I just say done adding drugs, so it has an example is what I'm saying, and so I am going to pick just a zip code here, find pharmacies. Okay. And we will go with, I'm just picking one just as an example. Here's Walgreens. Okay, add pharmacy. Continue to view plans. Okay, and so here it's showing, here are 12 drug plans that can be used. And you can see, like this one here, the first one that pops up here, and this is the lowest drug plus premium cost, would be 0 monthly premium. But so there's no premium, so that's 0, but it would cost me $18.66 because it's going through the retail pharmacy. And that's what's going to cost me because that's the cost of the drugs. Okay. And you can see some others you can find different ones here. But this really is very specific to a person. And I think it's really worth the investment of time to go through and do this for yourself with these different options and see where you are. Okay. I've helped people with this before, and I think it makes perfect sense. I'll just show you this one. Here's an example: is the AARP Medicare prescription saver from United Healthcare. You can see that you pay $109.40 a month. It's going to cost $705.54. Okay, as opposed to this one up here, this one costs $18.66. So you really want to go through this and pick the ones that are best for you. This drug plan really is a big part of what you want to go through. I think this is, in my opinion, this was more difficult choosing the drug plan than actually the Medigap plan. So anyway, it's there. I hope you find this useful as you go through your enrollment in Medicare, and we'll chat again on the next video.